That's life.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I kind of wanted to comment on what I was able to witness firsthand, along with my best friend Jacob. We went to downtown LA to see how people were honoring George, by protesting, looting, inciting violence, the usual. Um, and I just want to say to people who believe that rioting and all that's happening is okay and is the way in which you're going to invoke change, you're wrong, you're foolish, and you've done nothing but drive a bigger wedge between people. You guys believe that you're within your rights and that you're justified by doing what you're doing. You're like a kid throwing a tantrum, but you're not. You're an adult, and you're responsible for your own actions. There's a lot of blame shifting that's happening. We see the white officer who apparently started it by breaking the windows at AutoZone. Okay, so what? Let him break the windows. You know why? Because he'll get exposed the way he did, because the word says anything you do in secret, it's going to come to the light. And justice will come. And maybe it doesn't, but someone sees everything and keeps an account. So don't worry about whether it comes now or later. It'll come. But nevertheless, if this man did start it, or how do you explain the random piles of bricks in cities where there's no construction nearby? Let's say all these things are there. All these things are happening. There is something trying to egg this on. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, listen, we're all responsible for our own individual actions. Okay, so the white boy breaks the window. Oh, look how this brick get in my hands. And you're going to throw it? No, man. Nah. Not how we do it. Not how you get your point across. Not at all. To me, this Black Lives Matter movement is a hate movement. And I understand the premise. I understand that what you guys are trying to highlight is that there are injustices that happen, like they happen in every demographic across the entire nation. And I get that that's what you guys are trying to highlight, because you believe that the black people are disproportionately attacked systematically by white officers, like they have an agenda. Like if this is Germany, Nazi Germany. But I'd like to maybe give you this. The media, can we agree here? Let's agree here, because I know that maybe a lot of what I said up to now you disagree. But let's agree here. The media loves drama, loves dissension, loves hate, loves fear, because their ratings go up. And they only publish and push out these case-by-case injustices and show them to us on a consistent basis. And so we are then made to believe this is the norm. This is what happens everywhere, all the time, any place. And I'm 30 years old, man, and I live in LA. Very diverse group of people. I've never once felt, this country's racist. Never, man. Never. I play basketball with black. I mean, I've never seen it other than on the news. And then when there is issues with police officers, 9 out of 10 times, whew, bless me, coronavirus, 9 out of 10 times, someone's bucking up against authority. And you can pull that down to pride. Listen, the cop wants to be stereotypical and be prejudiced against you without probable cause. Let him be king for 2 minutes, man. Give him your ID. Have them look stupid once they find out you had nothing to worry about. And let it go. But when you want to buck up against authority because you feel that, they shouldn't be doing it. Listen, you got to understand, man. When I was in the Army, You know what they would do? They would show us footage, videos of terrorists committing these atrocious crimes, right? These you can't even believe that people are just blowing themselves up like this in front of people. Unreal. When you're an officer, they do the same thing, and not that they show you black people only committing crimes against cops. What I'm saying is that they show them videos of instances that they need them to be aware of. Hey, listen, don't approach the car like this because there's been video, and they'll show you a video where a guy goes. They'll show you a video of a guy where they'll go, hey, sir, come here. Come here. Come here. They're trying to talk to you, and like Trayvon and all these things, when they're walking away, people go, why? He was just walking. Why couldn't they leave him alone? Listen, he goes, officer, and I've seen the video firsthand. Maybe I'm going to post it. Black officer goes up to a guy, and the guy's on his phone, presumably looking like nothing, but for some reason he pulled him over. He wants to talk to him. Stop and talk to the officer, man. If you got nothing to hide, what are you worrying about? But as it would be, guy says, I'm talking to you. Officer says, I'm talking to you. Stop. Guy pulls out a gun. Pop, 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 pop. Blast him. Cop runs back to his squad car, bleeding. He got shot. And so cops get shown these things not to instill a prejudice in them, to keep their head on the swivel. Because listen, what you do, you go to work, you go sell insurance, you go make food, I don't know, whatever you do, you don't wake up and go to your wife, baby, I love you if I don't see you. But you don't go to your kids and kiss them and think maybe this is the last time I see them, because you don't have to deal with evil firsthand. These cops do. So they're a little on edge. And I'm not justifying their actions. Oh, please hear that. My God, justice is going to be served and murder was committed. We know this. But what I'm saying is that overall, I don't think that the country is racist, that police officers hate black people. And for you to push that out is ignorant as hell. I've found when you give respect, they show respect. But when you want to buck, things happen. Now, are there instances? Again, there's always going to be one-offs, man. There's times when you're respectful and they still abuse it and they still do things? Yes, because you know why? At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, this has nothing to do with race, guys. Come on. You guys still think that you're getting race baited, man. This is a beautiful country made up of all ethnicities, of all cultures, and we all get along. There's no one being hanged. I mean, what are you talking? We're not throwing gay people off buildings. What are you guys talking about, man? Go to other countries. Go to other countries. This is a heart issue, man. This is a sin issue. These are human beings that have unregenerate hearts, that don't have God in their lives. And when you don't have God in your life, you're susceptible to be influenced by what the Bible calls spiritual principalities in high places, because that's what is going on. And if you think that you calling for violence and that you think that rioting and all these things are okay, I want you to ask for eyes to see the way the word says. And listen, just try to listen to the spirit that goes, break in. There's a riot. Hit him. Steal. Like, if you're at all spiritual, what spirit do you think that is? Is that a good one? Is that Casper the Friendly Ghost? Okay, no such thing. There's a good spirit, one, and then you have spiritual principalities, demonic forces. Yeah, I know we're where I said the D word. If by now you don't think that something's off in our country, you're not seeing, you're not staying awake. Our country is in a very weird spot. I think we're going to continue to spiral down more and more and more. We're going to hit rock bottom. But here's the good news about this, ladies and gentlemen, is that when this dies, and it's going to keep losing life and it's going to die. And I don't know how that'll manifest itself, because now, like I said, you got daddy coming in and the government's going to have to now enact martial law and treat you like a baby. But when something finally hits rock bottom, then and only then will revival be able to manifest itself. And I know that that's coming, because I think most of the country sees that something's off. Something's weird. Don't let the meat. You see a couple thousand people on the news, and you go, "Oh, that's the whole country." No, it's not. It's not. I'm looking here at a study. It says, according to a poll, 78% of Americans say that all lives matter was the closest to their own personal views, compared to Black Lives Matter, which was only 11, and 9% said neither of that reflected their own point of view. So I think most people intrinsically believe all lives matter, all people have value, and all people are created in God's image. This is not a racist country. It was a racist country, but like any human being with some common sense, with some form of morality, rectified its mistakes and continues to try to rectify them. There is no perfect place, no perfect country, no perfect people. There is no perfect person. We had half the country fight the other half because one half said, I think I should own slaves. The other one said, but I think all lives matter and that everyone's equal and that they have value. And it's kind of weird to treat them like dogs and property. We've had a black president. Black people dominate sports, the music industry, the entertainment industry. We love them. Your culture is woven into almost every other culture. And you guys think this is a racist country, and because of that, you feel I'm going to riot, loot, and commit violence until it stops. You're taking 2 steps backwards. You're fitting a stereotype that needs to be broken. Listen, you want to create change? Go be an officer. You want to create change? Go run for government. You want to create change? Go be those things. Go be those people that have power to influence and do things, and do them with honor and integrity. Committing violence, stealing, rioting, looting only makes people go, of course. And you're perpetuating a prejudice that you hate. Oh, man. What do we do, huh? What do we do? It's crazy, man. The more and more, and it's so weird, the more and more God gets removed from our everyday, from our... We were a Christian nation. You guys know this, right? To the world, we're a Christian nation. We're a God-fearing nation. One nation under God. Look at your dollar bills. In God we trust. We have a justice system set up around principles found in the Word. I mean, and we've systematically started to remove him from our everyday. We mock him. And because of this, there is what we see now. There's an unfolding. There is a breaking of a moral fabric that has always sustained us and kept us sane and amicable, and has let us be a country that other people only dream of coming to. But right now, I really wonder how the world sees us. I saw a meme that said, Canada must feel like they live above a meth house. Because they're just like, oh my God, all that all the craziness that's going on, dude. But, you know, something's going to give. And I just, man, I'm asking you guys to try to see with your eyes, with your spiritual eyes, and know that this has nothing to do with what the media is telling you it has something to do with. At the end of the day, there's a power that exists that's looking to kill, steal, and destroy, says the word. Be weary, be alert, be vigilant. Pray for change, be the change. Thanks for listening.